The headline figure annualized is minus 1.3% during the second quarter of 2015. So GDP has slowed down during this second quarter. Real GDP year on year, that is second quarter this year to second quarter last year, nonetheless increased by 1.2%. And for the first 6 months, it increased by 1.6%, 6 months of 2014. But quarter on quarter, you can see where we are, negative 1.3. Now, how have the different sectors performed in this second quarter? And here, what we see is that in second quarter, finance actually performed positively 2.7, personal services 1.3, but agriculture has been very lackluster, so is mining negative 6.8 and manufacturing. The real economy has not actually performed that well, including construction, which in terms of jobs, it has always, if we remember the quarterly labor force survey, has always been one of the job creators. Now, looking at growth and relative contribution of the GDP, agriculture has performed poorly, negative 17.4, or rather has performed negative 17.4, but contributed, its contribution, its relative weight in the GDP is minus 0.4. Mining is minus 6.8, and its contribution is minus 0.5. And manufacturing is minus 6.3, its weight is minus 0.8. And here we look at electricity, it's minus 2.9, and its contribution minus 0.1. The real economy in the second quarter has actually performed negatively. Things like trade, minus 0.4, the others have been positive, but the real economy has shown negative movement in this. What have been the growth rates in the real different sectors? I've alluded to this already, but now this gives you a trend across time. Tertiary industries have been relatively flat, whereas secondary industries have been up and down. So have been primary industries, such as mining and agriculture. It's been up and down, as you can see, this graph going up and down, seesawing like that. And of course, manufacturing is seesawing. And then finally, actually sliding into the negative in a rapid and then smoothing out that way. Growth rates by sector, that is quarter on quarter. Here we see the primary sector growth rate declining 9.3 on the weight of agriculture at 17, and then of course mining 6.8. Agriculture has experienced the greatest. Manufacturing declining 6.3, electricity 2.3, and of course overall growth in that sector 4.7. But manufacturing, because it has a bigger weight, within it coughs at 6.3, it pulls every other sector, or rather the averages below. When we come to the tertiary sector, that's where we have experienced a bit of growth, 1.1%, trade negative like the primary sector, transport 0.2, finance 2.7, and personal services 1.3. What are the nominal GDP values for this second quarter in terms of what are the values, what are the amounts by which in nominal terms have this, so in rand terms, the nominal GDP is estimated at 991 billion for the second quarter. And this is 26 billion less than the first quarter, and that's where the negative numbers come from. Agriculture expanded by 17 billion, electricity 8 billion, transport 5 billion, construction 5 billion, finance decreased by 3 billion to 183 billion. The relative share of or contributions to the GDP in this quarter, what weight these different sectors, and we see finance taking a lion's share, followed by government, manufacturing 12%. And that's the story. Obviously, just to remind ourselves, our target is to grow GDP in terms of the National Development Plan at 6%, at 5%, more than 5%, continuously in order to achieve the NDP. This quarter is minus 1.3 annualized.